Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. You can't be more crusty than me. So that bun was deep conditioning. I washed my hair, deep conditioning overnight. This bun is washed, deep conditioned, and rinsed out with cold water. So what's good, y'all? I know it's really been a minute. It's actually been several minutes, okay? It's just been a lot going on. I just, woo, so much to catch you guys up on. So I went to Africa. Then I went to Denver. Then I got a puppy. Penny, come here. This is Penny. Penny, look. Look. Look, Penny. Look, it's you. Penny. Penny. But what's really good, y'all? Oh, my lips. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Today, we are trying an Ethiopian curly hair routine. I went to Ethiopia. Y'all know this by now. I mentioned it like 20 times in different videos. I'm not prepared, guys. So I don't know where my hair ties are, so I'm just gonna use these little bands that I haven't used in forever. So I went to Ethiopia, and a lot of the people there, hair, skin, just so beautiful, right? Especially like a lot of the girls got really nice, pretty hair. Some of them's hair is like really curly. Some of them's just straight, but all their hair just looks so healthy. And I'm like, they don't even have no products over there for real. What they do, I'm about to get on that soon, but all their hair is just so nice. So there was this one guy, and a lot of the guys have like really curly hair. It's so nice. But so there was this one guy, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, okay, I didn't ask him because I didn't speak Amharic. That's a language that they speak there. The guy that I was with, he speaks Amharic. So I was asking him, like, hey, ask him how does he take care of his hair. So he asked him, and the guy was like telling me his routine. I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he told me his routine, and then the guy I was with translated it, and he was like, yeah, so pretty much, he said you have to cut your hair, and I'm like, okay, but he said that because all of them have short hair, so they don't know that I know what I'm doing. Like, I got the skills, the techniques, all that stuff. He don't watch my YouTube channel, so, but I give it to him because they don't got Wi-Fi like that. And he got a flip phone too, a track phone at least, the one that you like, He out with that type of phone, so I ain't gonna give him a hard time for that. But he was like, you gotta cut your hair, and then you wash your hair, and then you take the product, and you just do this all in your hair, right? Because short hair you can do that. My hair you can't do that. But he don't know about this. He don't know about this. He didn't know about that. Okay. So I was like, all right, cool. So what product do you use? He couldn't explain it to me, but he was like, I'll get it. So he goes to the market. The next day he comes back. This guy was our bus driver. He comes back to pick us up, and he brings it to me. And so this is it. I was expecting it to be some Ethiopian thing. It's literally this. Soft and free. Now, I've never used this before, but I think I've seen it before, and their distributor is in Atlanta. So, Also, the ingredients don't look that bad. So this might be a go. Like, this might be a staple product. This Ethiopian product. This what they be using over there. Okay, it don't smell like it. I don't like the smell. It doesn't stink. Actually, it does stink. It doesn't stink. It smells like a barbershop, but like not. I don't know where I was going with that. This is the product. So it's green. I'll push the. Oh. So this has some dirt in it because I just scooped it up off the floor. That's fine. Totally fine. It makes the product work better. All right. So I'm working this in. And okay, it feels interesting. It feels like a gel, like the what is it called? The Main Choice Biotin Infused Gel. That's the gel that I don't really like that much. This is what it feels like. So, off to a great start. I think I want to add some water. This is what it's looking like. I feel like I'm gonna have nice definition. I need to get my spray bottle. What am I doing? Yo, I forgot how to do hair. I took a vacation and now I don't know what I'm doing. So isn't that fabulous? But okay, so we are just gonna apply some of this. But okay, let me tell y'all about Ethiopia. That was the most eye-opening trip, vacation, time, experience I have ever experienced. Okay, yeah, so let's just start when we got there. So we get there, and we get to the airport. We had some issues in there because, like, Okay, so they give us our visa. We had to buy our visa, but then they didn't give us our entry stamp. So that wasn't an issue until we were leaving because we almost didn't make it back to the United States. So that happened. But they didn't give us our entry stamp. So we got through. There's a professor from my school. It was a group of us from my school. And there was a professor from my school. He's actually from Ethiopia. So we were with him most of the time, which was great because he was able to like translate and all that stuff. We ended up meeting up with him. We go to the hotel. The hotel was okay. The only issue was that they leave everything open. So like mosquitoes are like chilling with you in your bed, in your bathroom, like hanging out in the toilet, you know, because they leave the doors open, you know, and that's the exact reason why we ended up leaving that hotel and moving to the hotel across the street, which was very nice. We get there, it was all cool and stuff. We went on a boat trip and we saw some hippos and some pelicans. Those pelicans were really big. So we saw some hippos and some pelicans. We went to this little shop. I bought some artwork and stuff. It's interesting because like there's no prices on anything. Like, you know how you go to the store and like a Snickers bar will be $2.99 and a bag of chips will be $1.56 or whatever. There's no prices over there. Like, it's all negotiation. Like, they can tell you it costs $10 or they can tell you it costs $100. Like, there's no prices. So that was really interesting because you have to negotiate everywhere. And then because I'm American, they automatically want to charge me way more than it actually costs. And it's crazy because like they will push the limits. Like, literally something will cost like 200 birr and they'll tell you it costs 1,600. Like, okay, I understand you want to upcharge me, but you ain't even going like $1 up. You going like $1,000 up. What the freak? You know, so yeah, they will try to rip you off, you know. So $1 is 29 birr. So like you have $1, you'll get 29 birr back. So our money goes a long way there, and we're like filthy rich there because like they're like $20 US is enough for them to survive for an entire month. Okay, month. $20 can't even get you a pair of shoes in the United States. So, you know, we filthy rich over there. But it's really interesting because the government over there is really corrupt. Like, it's really bad. Like, the government owns everything. You buy a house, they own it. You buy a car, they own it. You start a business, they own it. Like, they own everything. You can't have anything to yourself. If you do try to own something to yourself and you try to be sneaky, like, you can get killed for it. Like, yeah, it's crazy over there. But yeah, so we get there and we had this welcome ceremony. I'm all over the place with the story because if I was to sit down and tell you about the entire week, we would literally be here for hours. Now, if y'all do want that, I mean, I can do it, but the video would literally be hours long. It would take me like hours to film, hours to edit. I might not even edit it. I might just go live, shoot. Because it will be really long because we were there for an entire week and we did so much. But I'm gonna give you the synopsis of the highlights, the juicy parts of the trip. Oh, we had this welcome ceremony, right? So we driving up this mountain to the village, going to the village, driving up this mountain. Scary as I don't know what. Like, literally, if one wrong turn or the tire pop and the car was going down the mountain, like rolling down, like we're dead. It was real scary, but the driver knew what he was doing. It was a couple times where he had to stop the car, get out, and move rocks out of the way. It was like crazy. But we driving up this mountain, then we stop, and there's this pickup truck with all these guys in the back of it with guns, and I'm like, what's going on? You know, we was all nervous because we were like, why they got guns and what is this? Well, it was the military, and they were welcoming us. So then they driving behind us, pointing the guns at the car that we're in. It was kind of scary. Next thing you know, all these cars start following along. And I mean, like, I'm talking like dump truck size trucks with people full of in the bin, like in the back of the truck. And it was about 15 of them just following us. Then all these people were following us on foot. It was really crazy. So we get to the welcome ceremony thing. It was about 800 people out there just to see us. 800, yo. We were literally like celebrities there. It was crazy. We were like, we will never get a welcome like this ever again. Like, all these people came all this way just to come see us. Mind you, they have to go all the way back home, and some of them ran for miles on foot following the car. I'm like, yo, some of these people are like, can I take y'all back to the United States and put y'all in the Olympics or throw y'all on somebody's track team? Like, they will have full rides anywhere they want to go. anywhere they want to go. Seriously. And those people there are so hardworking. It was really inspiring, actually. This is what my hair looks like. Kind of stringy, but I feel like it's going to dry nicely. This gel is interesting. It reminds me of my old days when my hair used to be real stringy. It was long, but it was real stringy because I would use all these like really bad products and it would make my hair like long, but it was real unhealthy and real damaged and split up and down all over the place. And the only way it grew was if I had product build up, because then the products wouldn't let my hair break anymore. That's what this feels like. If you go back to some of my old videos, you'll see my hair was real stringy and long. Yeah, it was because I used to use terrible products on my hair all the time, and I used to dump them on my hair. Like my hair would, like you couldn't, like I wouldn't let people touch my hair because if you touched it, like you're gonna have to go wash your hands. Like that's how much, you know, stuff that used to be on my hair. But it was like stuff that like it doesn't dry, and then you have nice curls. Like it just stays like not wet, but like just. I don't know how to explain it, honestly. You just have to experience it, or you have to see it, or you just have to imagine it, right? Close your eyes and imagine. We had that welcome ceremony. It was like 800 people. Then we had another one, and it was a very overwhelming day. It was a lot. I ain't even gonna lie, especially because like they all talking. We don't know what they saying. It was just a lot. One day we went to the shops. We went shopping. One day we went to the mall. It was crazy. The real deal reason why we went to Ethiopia was we were going to help with the Howie Foundation. So here's the deal. In Ethiopia, girls, right, if they have their period and they don't have like pads or whatever they need to take care of it, they have to get out of school, right, while they're on their period. And so they're missing weeks out of every single month in school because they have their period. And like they're sort of like shamed for it when like literally they can't control that. So they're missing school, then they get so far behind in school that they have to drop out. And then when they drop out, they have to get married off. So you're having girls getting married off as young as like 8, 9, 10 years old, you know, because they're not in school, so you have to go get married off. And then they're having kids at like 12, 13, 14 years old. And because they don't have the same, you know, medical advancements as we have here, some of them, like, their bodies aren't ready for a child, you know? And so some of them just don't make it. And it's really bad. And then even if they make it, a lot of times their babies don't make it. And it's just really bad. And it's just like this vicious cycle of like girls getting out of school, getting married off, having kids too young. They're having health issues. Their baby has health issues. And it's just really bad, like really bad. And then it sucks too because it's like if a girl has to get married off, like she has no say in who she gets married to. Like your parents negotiate. Like they literally have meetings and say, hey, I think my daughter should marry what does your son have to bring to the plate? And like they literally negotiate. Like it's literally so bad and so terrible, but that's the reality of it, you know, and this happens every day and it's been happening for years. So there's this organization there, and what they do is they get girls, teach them how to sew, and then they teach them how to make their own pads, so that way, and they're reusable pads, mind you, so that way they can go to school, you know, because they have pads and they can just wash them, you know, after they use them, so that they can go to school, you know, so that's really good. But then they also are teaching the girls how to sew, so that the girls know skill, so that they can go and get money, you know, because they can sew stuff and sell it. So now the girls know a skill, they have money, I mean, they can go to school, you know, because they have what they need to take care of their period, and it's just really good. So we went there to go help them out, the Howie Foundation, and see what they had going on. And the founder, he's a really nice guy. He knows English pretty well, and he just really has it on a mission, you know, to help girls stay in school. That's what we went to do, and now my hair is really shiny, y'all. I have to say, now I understand why those people, the Ethiopians' hair be so shiny, because this gel got my hair shining, like really shining. So we went to go see what the deal was there, and we learned a lot. And so now what we're doing is communicating back with them to come up with ideas on ways they can make it bigger so that every girl gets a chance to go to school. Because the government owns everything, if you can't go to school, you can't get a job. Period. You know, like you even have to have a degree to work at a restaurant. You know, like we can work at a restaurant, you know, 16 years old, still in high school. Them, you have to have a degree to work at a restaurant. It was just really eye-opening. Oh, while we were there, we were like royalty. That part was kind of cool. Like there was literally just one hotel we stayed at, And the guy, he was like, we were trying to pay him because he fed us. We stayed at his place. And I mean, it wasn't a nice place, but still. Well, no, I take that back because in Ethiopia, his place was a really nice place. Like, if you could stay there, you're doing pretty well for yourself. But to us, it wasn't a really nice place. But yeah, he let us stay in his place, fed us, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then breakfast the next day. And he wouldn't let us pay him. Like, we're trying to like pay. And he's like, no. You're my guest. We were really like royalty there, and so that was kind of cool. Like, he would not take our money, and we tried too. We was really trying to leave some money. He wouldn't take it. Also, Ethiopia is very religious, like very religious. So that was interesting. Thank you for watching me and doing this and listening to my trip experience. And you know, I mean, I could go in more detail of it, but that would take a real long time. But I'm really hoping that this turns out good because, you know, I don't got time to be trying to mess this up and keep trying to redo this over again. I think most of my hair is 4A. Some people say it's 3, but I don't know. I think it's 4. But, you know, it ain't really that big of a deal. It's hair, you know, that's the main thing. Also, I need more color in my hair. I feel like I should do finger coils. I feel like this would be a really good product for finger coils. My hair is at a very weird, awkward stage right now, and I want to get a diva cut, but I know when I go to Homegirl, my diva curl stylist, because I'm gonna get more color, I'm gonna be like, I want a diva cut, and she's gonna be like, what you want? Like, you got a picture? And she's gonna ask me for a picture, and I'm like, nah, I don't really know. And so she's gonna be like, you know better. You knew better. You know you were supposed to have a picture. How I'm supposed to cut your hair if you don't know what you want it to look like? And yeah, her Instagram is Diva Blonde, so if you want to check her out, go ahead. She work at the Diva Shine Salon in Soho, New York, and she colored my hair. And guess what? She's gonna be doing it again. Y'all, my hair is just so shiny right now. Alright, y'all, so this is my hair done. Could wear it like this, but I feel like when it dries, it's gonna be an afro. If I wear it like this and then it dries, it's gonna look really weird. So I don't know. My hair's getting long though. See how long my hair is. Boom, right here. Right here. I'm getting those inches. But we're gonna see what happens, okay? So I'm gonna hopefully be back when it dries. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna try.